All right, we're back again, everybody. We have expert singles. I'm joined in the booth with Rob Balza. Welcome, Rob.
Good morning, Foosball land. Glad to be here, Teddy.
Yeah, we should have a fun matchup here between. Oh, I can't do it.
Indomitable
Indomitable Eric versus Michael the Archangel.
Eric
Veit.
Balcos. Michael the Archangel. Is it Veit or Veit?
Veit.
Veit. So, if you guys. I was scrolling through Facebook last night, Teddy, just as I was falling asleep, and suddenly I see Brandon Munoz and Eric Balcos doing push ups. Did you see this video?
Oh, I just saw it out the corner of my eye. I think I was dreaming because I was only asleep for 3 hours. Somehow I did see a portion of it, but then I passed out, I think.
So I look over at Greg, who's also half passed out, and I say, "Who do you got your money on between Brandon Munoz and Eric Balcos in push-ups?" And he said, "Well, Brandon's younger. He's pretty beefy. And he's gonna be hard to beat." But I tell you what, Eric Balcos kept cranking out, and I wasn't counting, but it looked like about 40 before Brandon just fell over. So don't underestimate that old man.
He's a lean,
fit.
mean machine.
Yeah.
No, I could see that. And Munoz is stocky. Oh, this is gonna be good. We're missing a wheel on our chair in here.
You almost lost me there.
And Rob's keeping me entertained. So this is good stuff, folks. But yeah, we're gonna have Mike Veit on the right, Eric Balcos on the left, and it's a 2 out of 3 matchup. First round expert singles.
So I played Mike Veit in the DYP last night. We got to talking. He's the guy that refurbishes foosballs.
His foosballs are better than Tornado's foosballs.
I agree 100%.
We've compared them, and it's not even fair.
Half the price, and they're better balls.
Yeah. So that's where we're at right now, folks.
Better for the environment. It's reusing materials. As a biologist, I got to throw that in there. And I admire that Mike takes a scientific approach to his ball refurbishment operation. He's got stip meters and measures their roll and grades them. And he was talking to me about how fast they kind of smooth out and they lose their grippiness.
Yeah, no secrets from him. He'll tell you how to do it. He'll tell you exactly how to run the operation.
He's got caliper measurements of the balls. He'll tell you how many times you can refurbish them before they're statistically significantly smaller. And the answer is that you'd think it'd be 1 or 2, but it's like over a dozen. So don't throw away your old balls. Give them to Mike.
Yeah, he donates them to Foosball Clubs USA too, so he's doing it for a good cause.
That's great.
All right, Eric gets on the board first. Eric out of St. Louis Park, Minnesota. And Mike out of Boise. Boise Mike, right?
Yeah.
And quick push kick there that Eric's going to have to be ready for the rest of the match is what Mike's telling him by hitting it on the first ball, right?
Eric is the 2025 Wisconsin State Foosball Goalie Wars champion.
Yes, he is.
And I think he was at second place last year. He's always up there in the top 3.
He had 3 years in a row of second places.
Wow. Finally pulled it through. He does a lot of big shots.
2 years in a row of second places. But yeah, that's a great win for him.
That's a pretty nice snap on that pull shot.
Yeah, Mike's got a good pull shot. We've all been following his journey to the World Cup here. Cool to see how he posts on Facebook after every match. Really thinks about things logically, trying to improve. And
Eric going with the pull kick series this weekend from the far wall. You don't see that very often.
Up front?
Yep.
Yeah, he exclusively shoots a pull kick up front.
So that spot where the ball is, Eric's got it set there so when he pulls the 2-bar all the way to the bumper, it's an auto bank position. So all he has to do is open hand swing without really worrying about where the ball is and the guy is.
Yeah, no measuring required.
Yeah. I think Todd Lafredo invented that series. At least that's the first time I've seen it.
It would make sense. It's the first guy I've seen doing it too. Really good pull shot there by Mike. Just clipped the post right where he wanted it to go. neither player putting a hand in the back, and that's what I'd be doing too. If nobody's got a hand in the back, bombs away on the 5.
In Milwaukee, we basically have a rule. If you don't put your hand back there, you're kind of obligated to shoot 5-bar shots until they learn.
Right.
That's how you teach the new guys.
That's a good rule. I like that.
The only one that doesn't participate is Jeff Kimmerling.
Really?
Who believes it's like talking about your mother when you shoot a 5-bar shot. Like,
yeah, right.
He's personally offended when you shoot a 5-bar.
I've seen him get mad about those before. I hope someone brings that up in his Hall of Fame ceremony tonight.
It might be mentioned. We'll see. I got a long list of things to talk about.
Gotcha.
I'll try to keep it short. Don't worry.
No, it's good. I love hearing you give these speeches. You're the best speaker Foosball has, I think.
Oh, thank you, Teddy. That's a low bar, but I'll take it. Lindsay Albert's going to say a few words before me.
Okay.
Jeff thinks of Lindsay as his adopted daughter.
Sure.
Very close. Lindsay now living down in Florida. But they played mixed doubles. I think they're still on the winner's side of mixed doubles. Last I looked.
Eric faked that bank and then brushed it to the short side of the goal. Cody Byrie-like.
I'm trying to find this match in the bracket here. Oh, here it is. So Michael is the 23rd seed and Eric is the 42nd seed.
Okay.
There's 61 players in this event. And something new this weekend, they had like a...
The Sanchez wallet.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Incognito, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It's called the Incognito.
Basically, you bet an extra $10 on yourself, and whoever bet on themselves and finished highest, not necessarily the winner, but gets all the money. So.
In Sancho's wallet, yeah, you have to have paid in to earn it. So it's the same thing as Sancho's wallet, right?
Yep.
Just with
Yep.
experts.
Yep. I, of course, bet on myself. When I did that, Karma, she said she wasn't going to say like who did, who didn't, but I got the impression that there were tens of people that did it, not just one or two.
Okay. Well, it's fun to try something different like that. I like it.
Yeah. Still probably a few $100 in that pot, I would guess. Teddy, how many people are watching right now online? Can you tell?
I don't know how to tell.
I'm sure it says somewhere, but
Yeah, the tech guys know how to do that. I'm not trying to push any extra buttons that could get me in trouble.
we've got this booth gets better every year. We got joysticks now that can control cameras.
Yeah,
I like that the camera's a little more zoomed out than it was past year, so you can see their faces. What's going on?
It's a fine line of how small you want the ball and how much of their bodies you want to see.
I think this is
But
about right.
I think it's pretty good. Oh, clever little pass there by Eric. He got that from you-know-who, Jacob,
Yeah.
who stole it from Joe Rhodes.
I see Kevin Crozier doing that pass in Milwaukee. Ooh, nice rat-a-tat.
Tic-tac bull kick ties it up. Timeout, Mike Veit. Who was the number 1 seed in this event? Do you remember?
It's the defending champion, but he's not playing good this weekend, so it's wide open.
Oh, it's you? Oh, nice. That's right. Last year over Tim Kiss.
I won a few matches on match ball last year. It takes some luck to get through this field, for sure. I felt pretty lucky last year to have won it.
You were red hot last year.
I had a good little run. That's what it takes.
Untouchable.
Get hot at the right time. But there's certainly half the players in this field could win this event, in my opinion. Lots of great players.
Ooh, great little inside bank there.
Wow. He's got all those tricks, man.
That's at that in-betweener spot where your 5-bar against the wall will not block it. It banks earlier than that.
That's starting to catch on in Milwaukee, too. A guy named Tim Farine's been doing a lot of those little, we call them baby banks.
Yeah.
More off to the side rather than in the middle. Good zone breakers.
For sure.
There's a guy, Kevin Crozier, that passes that way. He passes with baby banks.
Okay.
Takes a little speed off it. You'd be amazed how effective that is. People haven't seen it before. Trying to track a bank pass with your 5 bar is harder than it sounds. Both these gentlemen are just super nice guys to hang out with, talk to. I was asking Mike of some of the details about how to refurbish balls, and I don't want to give away trade secrets, but he was very open about how he does it, his technique. I'd just say if you haven't tried them and if you don't believe, like I didn't until recently, these refurbished balls are better than the real thing, you know. Try one. You'll be impressed. A chip shot.
Yeah, I like it.
It looks like it's going right for that corner, too.
Eric's playing really good. We see Mike Veit play senior singles all the time. He's always in it. Always in, like, at the end of the road, the last few places. So I knew he was going to be a solid singles player, but Eric, we don't get to see play singles that much.
Mm-hmm.
And his five is really quite good. See that?
Whew.
He added
right into a rolling pull kick, too.
After a hard wall check.
Great pass by Mike.
That was cool.
That was clever. No hand catch, too.
Yeah, that's neat.
You gotta take a little speed off it when you do it that way. But Mike had just the right touch on the ball. Looking for that split. Eric holding his ground. A lot of goalies, when they're doing pull shot defense, they'll race that goalie out faster than the 2 bar, and so you can like slide it between them. Once you get him scared of your long. There's that auto bank spot. A little option off of it.
Yeah, Eric likes that little pull kick shot there. Tic-tac pull kick.
Now, Eric Heltner also sets the ball up in that area, and he's got a slinger off the near wall, that thing that's gone viral on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's amazing how he can bounce it off the wall with such short space. There's hardly enough space to bounce it off the wall there. Mm-hmm. If you're in the middle, set up your bank shot series.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was cool to see, yeah. He's done a lot of interesting stuff, Eric. Like, invented new places to pass from and shoot from.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
And he practices it so he can execute under pressure, too.
Yeah, creative dude. Z banked it in.
Yeah.
Tied it up at 1.
Mike tried the flip over save, but just was a little late. We're getting down there in amateur singles today. Let me give you an update on those brackets for those of you listening at home. I saw a real close one between Jonas Jury and Brian Bratz in the back room, and I see now Brian came through. Jonas won the first game, and Brian must have won the next 2.
Expert singles, amateur singles?
Amateur singles. So the winner's bracket final on amateur singles is now Brian Bratz and Brady Wierowski, who's playing fantastic this weekend.
Okay.
Brian's not a big singles player, but he's been a real solid forward, expert level forward for a long time. Ooh.
Pull push kick.
Nice option. Still left in amateur singles is Jonas, who just got knocked on the loser by Brian. Steven Jacquinet, who's got the best like bump off the wall pass I've ever seen.
Stick up?
Yeah, kind of like, what do you call that where you just off the wall and then through the lane?
Bounce pass?
Yeah, just bounce pass.
Okay.
But it's like a tic-tac bounce pass. That's
near wall or far wall?
Art form, near wall. Steven's excellent at it. If you give him that, he's going to eat you up.
Mike passed to his unmanned.
He's got that down.
3-rod again. That's pretty sick.
Also left is Jerry Schruppel.
Oh, yeah, Schruppel.
Pete McCallie? I don't know Pete. Steven Schmale. I don't know Steven either.
Skip.
and Jay Teal, who doesn't have a chance of winning this event. Somehow he's still alive, though. Jay's already mad at me from the podcast I did the other day, so why not rub it in a little more?
Pull kick bank.
Ooh.
And fist pump there from Mike Veit.
This is some good veteran foosball. These guys got tricks. Tricks up their sleeve. It's not your standard basic foosball game.
I knew this was going to be a good one. I told you.
Mm-hmm. Mike's getting pumped up, too. He's clapping, flexing a little bit, intimidating Eric, the push-up champion.
Probably the first match of the day for these guys, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so that's always a part of it, too. Like, first match of the day. Oh, nice
one
one by Eric.
Oh,
He's like, enough of all this hand clapping and fist pumping.
A little ready, quick
something.
pass to a dink. I don't think Mike even got his hand fully gripped on any of the rods that play.
Yeah, you wouldn't think Eric would have all these fast, quick hitters.
Yeah. He's got to learn some tricky stuff when he's playing Jacob down the basement.
Right.
Stay in it.
Yeah, you don't want to lose to your kids. And he's fighting that every which way, every day of his life. He's got two of them to fight that are coming for him. Because the person you want to conquer is the player in your house, then whoever's on your block, and then whoever's the best in your city, then the best in your state. But you got to go through Dad first.
Mm-hmm. So I see a couple stickers on this table. Those are sponsors. The kind of blue one is Latacrete. That's Jeff Kimmerling's company.
And then on the top, we have Holmes Automotive and Recycling.
So you got a car that needs some recycling. Check with Shannon. I imagine if you need some used car parts, Shannon could help you out with that too. And Latacrete is a tile mortar and other accessories company. So if you're a contractor and you're doing a tile job, Latacrete is the best stuff out there. And Jeff Kimmerling our latest Hall of Famer, can tell you all about it. The guy's a chemist when it comes to mortar.
Yeah, he eats, breathes, and sleeps that stuff.
Yeah. Every time I'm doing a little tile job, my rental property, something like that, I ask him, and he'll ask me what kind of subfloor I have, and then tell me how much elasticity I need, because how much bend there's going to be, per square inch. If Jeff tells you how to build something, it's going to last forever if you do what he says. If you don't, it's going to last 3 years. You're going to have to rip it out and pay another contractor.
Good long there by Mike. Gives himself a game point. Timeout. Eric Balcos.
I got that 4-4 of Game 3 feeling for this match.
We've had a lot of match ball matches on Table 1.
Yeah.
It's good for viewers.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it.
Oh, I see some comments. So it looks like there's 57 viewers right now.
Okay.
Thanks for the help out there in viewer land.
Yeah, thank you.
See Kurt Miller. Cut-off sleeve Kurt Miller. That's what I think of Kurt. He always wears those cut-off sleeves. Intimidates you with his biceps. Good guy.
Yeah, down in
Good
Chicago,
player.
right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Or is he Wisconsin? By the border,
yeah.
anyway.
Brian Ingram, I see posting down from Mississippi. They got a good crew down there in Mississippi. A lot of good players.
Sure do.
Brian's a great player. Hannah Smith, too, one of the best lady players.
One game apiece.
Eric thought it was over. He forgot he already won a game.
Yep. One apiece. Mike's mind is blown right now. He doesn't know where he is.
It's one game apiece, guys.
Eric just wrecked his whole life. Take notes, folks. You want to confuse? You want to confuse someone? That's how you do it.
These guys are playing one ball at a time, focusing on every ball. I've been there.
Yeah, we all have.
Look at that. Dwayne Menendez is watching from Costa Rica.
You still there, Dwayne?
Must be on vacation. You having a nice vacation.
That was a tournament 2 weeks ago, bro. Yeah. Give it up, man. You can't stay forever.
Yeah, he's seeing the sights.
Nah, I want to get there too. I want to see a sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah, sloth. That's where sloths are from.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk to Carlos about sloths. He didn't understand the word sloth. I think they call it apazo, apazo. It was funny trying to explain in a different language. I want to see a sloth. No, but I got to get to Costa Rica. They have air conditioner now, I heard, wherever they're
nice.
doing their tournament. So
Yeah, us Wisconsin guys need that AC in the humidity.
yeah. All right, game 3, folks, coming your way.
I think I was watching that Netflix documentary where Obama does the commentary, and it's this nature show, and there's a sloth on there, and they were talking about how they move so slow that they get some kind of moss that grows on their fur, makes them real camouflage.
Yeah.
Reminds me of myself. Slow and steady wins the race. See Mike Green. Everybody loves Mike Green down in Florida.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Dwayne claims he's coming back to Canada tomorrow, but we'll see. He might miss his flight accidentally. Like Dwayne says, no AC down there yet.
Oh, no?
Not in the tournament room, at least.
Uh-oh.
Getting sweaty.
Yeah, I'm sweating just thinking about it. How are you supposed to grip a handle if you're drenched in sweat?
What's your best sweaty palms tip for foosball, Teddy? What do you do when it's super hot in the tournament room?
Thanks to Trevor Park, he introduced me to talcum powder a long time ago.
Yeah.
I always have some in my backpack.
I do too.
Remember when we went to nationals and we were playing in that sweaty gym?
Yep.
I think that was the hottest foosball I've ever played, in that sweaty gym. And I feel like I lived like a king that weekend because of the talcum powder.
Yeah.
And it was probably my best weekend ever because of the talcum powder. And everybody else is sweating and slipping.
Yeah.
And I had you back there.
Yeah. That was a fun tournament.
Yeah, it was.
We gotta go back and defend our title sometime.
Yeah, this year we might have to put a team together for nationals.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. My family will just be coming back from Spain 2 days before.
Oh, Teddy, that's gonna be an amazing trip.
I don't get to go.
Oh, you're not going?
I'm staying home. Yeah,
Okay.
they qualified. I haven't played much the last 2 years.
Oh, for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Ah. We can do a little sightseeing too, or just play foosball and get out.
They're just playing foosball. They have a couple of days of sightseeing. I've been to Spain. I used to live over there when I was in the Army. I was in Germany, but I love it there. I would have a hard time going there and just sitting in the foosball tournament for a week, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would be more interested if there was money in it.
Well, they put on a good show, that's for sure. They produce it correct. You see the thing around Mike's neck? Do you know what that is, Teddy?
No.
It's a little fan.
Is that a fan?
Yeah. He's got a little fan around his neck. It's blowing on his face, neck, keeping him cool.
Is he wearing a cotton shirt? Because I could suggest a dry fit shirt, and maybe you don't need to wear a fan around your neck then.
He's got a World Foosball Tour t-shirt. Nice logo on that thing.
Yeah, it's got a good logo, but
I think
is
it's
it
a polyester blend.
is it cotton? Is it dry fit? I see a lot of players wearing like clothes that make them sweaty.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make more work for you.
Yeah.
Eric with the defensive block.
Eric's 3D Foos is one of those dry fit shirts you're talking about.
Yeah, I have to play in dry fit.
Dwayne says Tom Yours down in Costa Rica. I'm sure he played good.
Yeah, I haven't seen all the results yet.
I haven't either. His son Tommy's here this weekend. Played him in mixed doubles. Tell you what, He's got a 5-bar. Don't flinch off that wall for a second because it'll disappear along that wall.
Yeah, he's got just a great even tic-tac. Like as far as a pure passer goes, I love watching him because it's just an even tic-tac and passes so hard.
No tells.
So fast.
Yeah. He's got to have like a 99% success rate on it.
Seems that way.
Execution rate on his 5-bar. He doesn't drop many.
That bounce pass. He hits that bounce pass so hard.
Yeah. Louis says dry fit gives you static.
You think so? I don't know. I've never noticed.
Gotta use a dryer sheet there, Louis. It's a secret. Don't cheap out on the dryer sheets. When I was growing up, my mom would rip the dryer sheets in half. Save some money. I always said, man, if I was so poor I had to rip my dryer sheets in half, I'm going to get a second job.
All right, 2-2 here in this third game.
Ooh, a split slider there.
Mike Veit dug that one out from the top of the goal.
That's good defense there.
Yeah.
Those are hard. A knee buckler. Eric tried to just brush that down between Mike's goalie guys. He intercepted it. Is that Autobank looking at it?
Oh,
came
wow.
back with a rolling near wall bank.
And it went right before the 5-bar that was on the wall. So it banked right before that spot. So hard to defend that.
Mike was not thrilled by that.
Yeah, because he's trying to fork him on the moving ball. Like, so hard to do. Great shot.
Louis says he's using dryer sheets, anti-stick static spray, and the shirt still sticks to him. You got to stop, like, rubbing wool and stuff like that, Louis. I don't know what you got going on, man. Maybe it's your magnetic personality.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to a doctor, Louis, about this. All right, Mike's got some banks back here, too.
Ooh, oh, nice pickup there. These guys are emotional. Every ball is a
timeout somebody.
Yeah.
No? Nope, maybe not.
You can tell they both want this.
Yeah, both players playing with confidence. Both players playing well. Each player's had a really good game, and now we got a tight one here in game 3. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Great. Long pull kick.
Timeout, Mike Veit. Sounds like Eric's out of timeouts is what they're saying.
Oh, gosh. I hope they don't ask us because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we should have had timeout markers, the JTL timeout markers.
Yeah,
we should have had those put on.
3D prints this little foos dudes you can put on there. Keep track of your time.
But would people be confused by them and be like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
probably those Canadians couldn't figure it out, but most Americans could figure that out, Teddy. Guys like Dwayne would be very confused.
Yeah, I'm getting my passport strictly to go to Canada this year and play foosball.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Toronto to get revenge on Nutran for open singles at the tour kickoff. And
Great
who
shot.
else?
Good match.
Does Tyson live there? Oh, is that it?
Yeah, Eric scooped in a little brush to that near corner there. So.
All right, Eric Balcos, moving on. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for sitting in here
My
with me.
pleasure, Teddy. We'll catch you later.
All right, we'll be back with more soon. Thanks.